Hey guys, I hope it all went well today. I just want to take a couple seconds to talk about the derivative. Okay, and so on number 5, we had to find the derivative of f of x is equal to 0.25 x squared minus 4x plus 3. And hopefully you guys got an answer that f prime of x is equal to 0.5x minus 4. And then for number 6, we were given the equation of the position of a particle. Here it was s of t is equal to 2t squared minus 10t plus 2. And if we did the derivative correctly here, we should have gotten s prime of t, because we were looking for velocity, so we could think about it as velocity is equal to the derivative of position, which in this case we should have gotten an answer of 4t minus 10. Okay, so now I want to look a little bit more closely at how we kind of got these derivatives. And eventually I want to come up with what is known as the power rule. So if I look at this, here I have an exponent of 2. And the product was, the new coefficient, 0.5, was the result of taking this exponent and multiplying it by this existing coefficient. So let me write that down. We took 0.25 and multiplied it by 2, and we got 0.5. My new exponent here, 0.5x to the first, well, we got that by starting off with an exponent of 2 and subtracting 1. And this was the coefficient. I'm going to write COEF for coefficient. And 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. And this is the exponent. So EXP, exponent. If we look at this exponent here, which is 1, again, same thing. Take this exponent, multiply it by this coefficient. So, negative 4 times 1 is equal to negative 4. So there's our coefficient, negative 4. And our new exponent will start with the exponent of 1, subtract 1, and that's 0. And we can think about this as being 4x to the 0, because 0x to any number to the 0 is 1. So minus 4x to the 0 will just give me minus 4. That will also help explain why this kind of goes away. Because if I take this exponent, 0, and I multiply it by this coefficient, 0 times 3, except we started off with 3, so 3 times 0, well, that equals 0. So we have plus nothing here at the end. So 0.5x minus 4 was our derivative. Let's look at that second one. Exponent 2 times coefficient 2 gives us 4. 2 minus 1 gives us this exponent 1. And then if this had an exponent of 1, 1 times negative 10 gives us negative 10. And that's going to go away because 1 minus is just t to the 0. Okay, so in general, the power rule says that if f of x is equal to c times x to the n, then the derivative f prime of x is equal to n times c x to the n minus 1. Let's just do a quick example with that. Okay, so using this new power rule, where if I have an exponent of 3, if I have an exponent of 3 and a coefficient of 6, this first term of the derivative, f prime of x, is going to be 3 times 6, 18. The exponent was 3, so let's take 1 away from it. So I get 18x squared minus, well, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8 x to the, it was x squared, take away 1, so now we have x to the first. So we have 18x squared minus 8x plus 2. And I can think about that as 1 times 2, so plus 2, and then this constant's going to go away. Again, the constant's going to go away because if I thought about this as being x to the 0, 0 times 6 is equal to 0. So there's my derivative of this in a much quicker, more simple kind of shortcut. And I'm hoping that you guys learn this shortcut at home so that you don't have to yell at me for teaching you the long way in class. Alright guys, have a great night. I hope everyone did do well today. I'm going to give them back to you tomorrow. And I'll see you guys on Thursday.